Due to the nature of your work as a SARVAC humanitarian workforce responder, you are more likely to experience a critical incident compared to the general public. A critical incident could include events such as a body recovery, the death, injury, or close call of a peer, a response involving a child, or simply the amount of time spent on the front lines. These types of events have the possibility to create emotional trauma that might be difficult to cope with. This is known as critical incident stress. It's important to be able to recognize the signs and symptoms of critical incident stress. They can be broken down into 4 categories: physical, behavioral, cognitive, and emotional. Symptoms could include but are not limited to fatigue, rapid heart rate, increased drug or alcohol consumption, confusion, grief, and loss of emotional control. To help our responders cope with signs and symptoms of critical incident stress, SARVAC has developed a mental wellness program. Our mental wellness program is a comprehensive program designed to mitigate and reduce psychological distress associated with a critical incident through pre-crisis education, crisis intervention techniques, and post-incident assistance. SARVAC's mental wellness program has 6 pillars to assist HWF responders in maintaining and augmenting their mental health. Let's take a look at each of these in a bit more detail and explore how SARVAC is addressing each pillar. The first pillar of the mental wellness program is pre-incident education. This includes educating yourself on critical incident stress prior to an operation. This preparation aims to build resiliency and help you understand how to address critical incident stress in the field. To prepare for a SARVAC HWF response, we strongly recommend taking Mental Health Awareness for First Responders and reviewing the Critical Incident Stress Management training courses offered on CPKN. SARVAC has also created 3 operational guidance documents that explain how to address critical incident stress before, during, or after a response. It's important to review these documents along with the resources made available on our website. The next pillar is mental health disengagement. During large-scale disasters, it's important for you to be able to mentally disengage from your active duties. You can do this by resting and fueling your body with food, practicing stress management techniques, and talking with peers solely about facts of the incident. One goal of our mental wellness program is to develop a fact sheet on different ways you can mentally disengage from a SARVAC HWF response. Next, we have individual crisis intervention. One-on-one interventions have been shown to be very effective for immediate stress relief. While we cannot provide counseling services, SARVAC has a dedicated peer mental wellness team trained to provide one-on-one interventions when necessary. The fourth pillar of our mental wellness program is a group crisis intervention option. Prior to the end of an operation, you will attend an on-site debrief which will include a component to remind responders to be mindful of their feelings and remind them of the resources available to them if they need it. If needed, HWF responders will have the option to attend a group crisis intervention led by the trained peer mental wellness team. The goal of the group crisis intervention is to mitigate the impact of a critical incident by sharing your thoughts and reactions to the incident with your peers. Please note that this type of intervention is optional. The fifth pillar of our mental wellness program is family crisis intervention techniques. The family of first responders act as a great support system. However, it's important to make sure that our families are also supported during this time. This ties in with the last pillar, which is follow-up and referrals. SARVAC has created a list of resources available to first responders, as well as their families and loved ones. These resources include peer support helplines, crisis lines, counseling options, resiliency building tools, and more. To view the list of resources, please visit our website. We've mentioned the peer mental wellness team quite a few times, and you may have some questions like, who is on the team? How can they help me? And how do I contact them? Well, first off, the peer mental wellness team is made up of SARVAC HWF responders just like you. SARVAC has designed its mental wellness program following guidelines from the International Critical Incident Stress Foundation. This organization recommends 2 core courses to be able to provide individual and group crisis intervention. Individuals on the team will need to take these 2 courses. The first course is Assisting Individuals in Crisis, which teaches participants one-on-one crisis intervention techniques in various fields including disaster response. It's important to note that crisis intervention is not psychotherapy. This course will allow SARVAC's peer mental wellness team to provide one-on-one crisis intervention services to HWF responders. The second course, Group Crisis Intervention, teaches participants about the wide range of crisis intervention services and how to apply them. SARVAC's peer mental wellness team will be able to provide various services for HWF responders like one-on-one peer support interventions, group crisis interventions, and information on available resources. To request any of these services, or simply ask any questions about our mental wellness program and team, please email or call our mental wellness coordinator.